Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining our live event focusing on inbound warehousing with Tasklet WMS. Our partners at Tasklet will be addressing the following pain points related to receiving goods in and putting away, and how to ease those pain points using Tasklet's WMS. If you have any questions during the webinar, please do not hesitate to use the question and answer section, and we will answer your questions at the end. I will now hand you over to Tasklet.
Today, we're going to talk about the topic optimizing inbound warehouse processes. And like you all know, this is going to be a 20-minute webinar. So we're going to try to keep everything sharp and to the point. So I'm going to do a really quick presentation to those of you who do not know Tasklet Factory. So basically, Tasklet Factory is a Microsoft Dynamics ISV partner. That means we make add-on solutions for Microsoft Dynamics ERP systems. That's specifically Business Central, NAV, AX, and also supply chain management. The product that we provide is our mobile WMS solution, which really helps optimize the processes in the warehouse. Today, we're going to talk about the topic optimizing inbound warehouse processes. And like you all know, this is going to be a 20-minute webinar. So we're going to try to keep everything sharp and to the point. So I'm going to do a really quick presentation to those of you who do not know Tasklet Factory. So basically, Tasklet Factory is a Microsoft Dynamics ISV partner. That means we make add-on solutions for Microsoft Dynamics ERP systems. That's specifically Business Central, NAV, AX, and also supply chain management. The product that we provide is our mobile WMS solution, which really helps optimize the processes in the warehouse for our customers. And like we already said, we're going to focus on the inbound process in the warehouse today, how we can optimize that for our customers. So let's just jump straight into the agenda for this webinar. First of all, I'm going to talk about what are some of the general problems we've seen throughout the years when speaking with our customers when it comes to the inbound processes in the warehouse. Then we're going to talk about what are some of the benefits you can obtain by implementing and using a mobile WMS solution for these processes. And then finally, we're going to focus on the demo itself. And like the last time, we're going to turn on the camera so you can look forward to that. We've prepared our mini warehouse receiving area and our put away area, and we're going to see some robot action as well. So stay tuned for the demo itself. So let's start with the first point here. What are some of the general problems we've seen throughout the years when it comes to the inbound processes in the warehouse? The first point is, of course, if you're not using a barcode scanner in your warehouse, there's a big risk of receiving wrong products and also putting away wrong products. You're basically leaving the warehouse worker to have a piece of paper in their hand where they're checking up, is this the correct product or not? They could make mistakes in the quantities that they're receiving, or maybe you're receiving products that are really similar to each other, and there's a big risk of making mistakes in this receiving process. We also see that receiving can be a very heavy manual process for many of our customers. Typically, this can be very paper-based, where you have to print out a purchase order from your ERP system. And again, then the warehouse worker needs to manually check, did I get the right product? Is it the right quantity? And then go to a computer to type it all in. This can be time-consuming and something which is not very easy for the person working in the warehouse. We also see sometimes lack of flexibility. If you're, for example, running a computer that has a scanner connected to it, you might lack, for example, the mobility of working with a device. Let's say you have products coming in that don't have barcodes. You'll have to go to a computer to print out the barcodes, or maybe you have a product coming into your warehouse where you didn't know the barcode from before. Then again, you will always be dependent on handling many of these processes from a computer. Whereas if you had the functionality at your hand on a mobile device, you would be much more mobile. At the end, this really leads to no real tracking of items in your warehouse. You're basically leaving it to the warehouse worker to having often their own systems in their head, and this will be difficult for new people to come into the warehouse and get that quick overview on how to work in the inbound warehouse processes. So what are some of the benefits you can obtain when it comes to receiving and put away if you use a mobile WMS solution? The first is, of course, obvious. You ensure you're receiving the right products when you're actually scanning the barcode. You, again, guarantee that you have the right product in your hand. And that also means that when you're putting it away and later on picking it, you'll have happy customers who are receiving the right products. You'll also see much faster and efficient processes when you're using a scanner instead of doing this whole process paper-based. What we're going to show in the demo as well is that you can handle the whole receiving process from the scanner, and later on when you finish receiving the products, you again also post it from the device. So for that, again, you don't need to go to a computer to do the posting or even having the purchase order on the scanner. If you're a company that has a lot of products with lot and serial numbers, you might have the ambition to register that, but you, in many cases, we just see it's too time consuming, it's too difficult to start registering all those things in the receiving process. But with a mobile WMS solution, you can really add those information really quickly and effectively. And this adds a lot of value in the warehouse later on when you want to keep track of products with lot number or serial numbers. And finally, we believe we add a lot of flexibility with many different features for different scenarios. In the demo that we're going to go through now in the receiving process, we're actually going to show many different scenarios where sometimes you'll have the barcode, sometimes you won't. What can you do? And we'll show you how we can actually solve many different irritations, you can say, in the receiving process directly from the device. Good. Enough with the PowerPoints, and let's go ahead and turn on my camera here. So you should all be able to now see the device on the right side. And then I want to say welcome to our mini warehouse here at Tasklet Factory headquarters. And first of all, you see I have these two packages that I'm receiving here. These are some of it is goods for our employees. We want to treat them well. So let's see what's in the package here for our warehouse. So I'm just going to grab these two packages. And some of it is a little bit heavy, but we'll try to handle it here. So here's my my table where I handle these orders. So I'll start by actually just picking up this knife here and cut open this box. And also I'm going to grab the device here, because before opening it, I'm just going to go into my receive feature. And while it's opening up, you can actually see that I have two orders that I'm expecting to receive. So I'll just open up the last piece of tape here, and I'll open up the box here. So in a real life warehouse, you could have 20 orders coming in every day, or maybe 50 orders coming in. So what's a good way to do filtering? Well, we've made a nice option where you can actually just scan. So I have this product here. I can actually just scan the barcode on the product, and my system now automatically filters the orders. It found out that this product was only in one order, so it went directly into the order I needed to work with. If, for example, this product was in multiple orders, then it would show me the list that this product was containing in. But now I'm in the order that I need to work with. And I have this beverage here. I'm going to scan it again. And you can see the system tells me that it's 2 I'm expecting to receive. So I'm just going to check off. I have the last one here. That's perfect. So I'm just going to take it and put it into my tray here. Later on, this is all going to be moved over to our put away area. And I'll click on the green check mark here to confirm that I'm receiving the 2. So my next item is this tonic water. I'm just going to scan it. And I'm just going to check, do I have the second one? Yep, I have it here. Something really nice, just a quick tip for those of our customers who's probably already using the solution. Instead of every time clicking on the green check mark, I could actually just take my next product and scan it. That's actually the same as confirming. So if you have many, products like this, you can just scan it and then put it away and then scan the next product. That's the same as confirming. We really want to minimize the number of clicks and touches on the device as much as possible. But I'm confirming now that I'm receiving these 2, and I'm gonna put it down here in this tray. So let's see what else we have. I have this here. This is one of my favorite things to receive in the warehouse. It's one of my demands that we always have this product here at the office. So I'm gonna go ahead and scan this piece of Danish candy or German candy. And I'm expected to receive 4. So I'm just going to check here. Do I have it? It looks like I didn't get the 4. I'm just going to check really quickly in this box here. If it's in the other box. Let me open that up. Yeah, I quickly see it's not in there either. So my vendor made a mistake here. I'm just going to click on the line here where it says 4 and say I only received 1. So now that's partially received. You'll see on the line it says 1 out of 4, and the color in the right side is orange because it's partially received. I'm going to put this down here, hoping that the remaining quantity will come. So I'm going to take the last item from this box here. I'm just going to throw this away to the side. And here we have a really important product. We have some employees here at Tasklet Factory. They require that we have the best coffee in stock for them to produce the best kind of software. So we make sure they have a really good quality coffee here. I'm just going to open it up here. Now I do have one problem. So first of all, looking at my device here, the last line, Sumatra, that's the coffee I have here. First of all, I don't have a picture of this product. It could be it's the first time we received it and we didn't register it into our system. And we think it's nice to have pictures because it helps in the picking process. If you have one bin with different products on it, it's really easy to actually just identify through a picture. So it's kind of an extra confirmation. So I'm just going to grab this nice piece of coffee here, put it down on my table, long press the line, and then I'm going to click register item image. I'm going to open up my camera now and take a quick photo here. I'm not a professional photographer, but this is an okay photo, I think. So I'll just go ahead and confirm that and click on the green check mark. So if I go back now and then just quickly update my lines, in just a few seconds, you're going to see the photo here of the product. Let me just do one more update. So it's basically connecting it to Business Central and adding this photo. As you can see it now, you can also long press the line and then click show image, and then you'll be able to see the picture here. So this means I've basically helped my picker later on that when they're picking this line, they're actually going to see a photo of this product as well. Now, my vendor who came with this coffee, they could have done it a little bit better. First of all, I would prefer to have a barcode on the box, which included, the product, the quantity that's there, and even the lot number. And even for this product itself, I do have something here like the expiration date, but I would prefer to have a barcode on it that includes the expiration date and, for example, the lot number. So what I want to do right now is I want to print out a label that I put on the product here and also put it on the box. It's really going to help my the person who's going to do the movement later on to move, a whole box, or the person picking, that they can actually just scan the barcode on this coffee itself. So I'll go here. I'll long press the line. I'm just going to find my printer. I have it right here. I'm going to long press the line, and then I'm going to click on print. And first of all, I want to print out the label that I'm going to be putting on the box here. So I click item label. I need to add a lot number. I can just check that if I have the information. I'll just put a lot here. Second. And then we have the date here. That's listed here. I can fix that. There you go. So now what I want to do is the barcode that I'm printing out needs to represent 4 pieces. So it says a unit per label, 4. That's correct. And I just need to print out 1. So now it's connecting to the printer, and it's going to spit out the barcode that I need to put on this box here. So as I just prepare for that, there you go. So I'm going to take off this label and put it on the box. So that's first thing done. Now I'm going to go back into the line because, like I said, I wanted to put on single barcodes on this coffee here. So I'm going to long press the line, click print. Again, click on the item label. And then now I can actually just scan the lot number that I created before. I'm gonna go one step back because the unit per label needs to be 1 here. So I'm gonna click 1, and I need to print 4 copies because I have 4 of this coffee in here. So right now, again, it's connecting to the printer. I'm just gonna prepare my box here. So I printed out 4 labels. I'm just gonna take one of them and put it on here. Second. Put it on here. Then for the remaining, I'm just gonna stick it in here and handle that later on. So let's put this coffee over here as well. Yeah. 1 second. Good. So
you need to register it first.
yeah, you're right. I need to register it. That's a good point. So I'll just find a barcode that I created here. You see, if I had forgotten, of course, at the end when I needed to post it, my system would show me that there's one line I didn't register, but it's nice to have my manager here to remind me. So that's great. I'll scan the product here. And 1 second. So that's I'm actually just going to delete that line because I want to show that I can scan the barcode outside, which represents all 4. So I'll go ahead and scan that. And now just through one scanning, I managed to receive that. There's a little preparation here, but it really makes it easier later on when you're handling all the movements and putting away product, and later on picking on that you actually print out these barcodes. So I just managed to scan that box, and now I received it. So what else do we have? We have some Honeywell EDA 51. I'm just checking here that I have it. Looking into the box, I need to receive 10. I'm just gonna pull it out here. You can see here's the Honeywell EDA, and I have 10 in my box. So I can, just in a second, I can start scanning it and receiving it. But I do want to say, first of all, we sell Honeywell devices and Zebra devices. So that's why we need to have it here. For products with serial number tracking, many times this can be time consuming because you need to scan the product and then you need to scan, in this case, I would need to scan 10 serial numbers individually to receive it into my system. But now I have a really good vendor who actually created a barcode. I'm just gonna bring it a little bit closer here. It's a data matrix barcode that contains all the serial numbers. So if I go ahead and scan the item barcode, and now I scan this data matrix barcode, it actually, in just one scanning, it collected all the serial numbers. So if I go back to the device and long press the line here, and then I click registrations, you can actually see how I received all these 10 different serial numbers. So just do one scan, you can receive all these serial numbers. Again, this could be 50 devices or 100 devices. So this really makes it much easier when you're receiving products with serial number tracking. So I saved some time there. Good. And now finally, I'm still missing what the. All right, guys. So there's some delivery guy over there. He doesn't know how to treat our products, but I'm hoping that's the remaining. You can see Haribo click mix that we're missing. I'm really hoping because that's my reward for doing a webinar. So let's just open it here. I don't know what it is with these delivery guys nowadays, but so here it actually is. I have the Haribo chocolate here. I actually see he dropped it, and not only did he drop it, but some pieces here are just lying in the box. I can't, sell this to our customers. That's terrible. So before receiving it, I just want to do a quick documentation. I'm gonna long press on the line. I'm gonna click attach image, and we have like a company policy here where first of all, I need to take a photo of the box. Yeah, it doesn't look in very good shape the way they treated it. I'm gonna say dropped. And I also want to do another photo where I just I want to document here. You can see there's some candy here in the corner. I don't like the way they treated my click mix. So I'm just gonna click on the green check mark and say drop again. So through the device here, you can quickly add documentation. Again, I don't need to go to a computer to handle all of this. And the people working in the back end, they can look up this, they can see this attachment in the ERP system. If I long press the line and click on attachments, then you can see the comments here and the photos, and these are as well what you're going to see in the ERP system. And now let me just receive these items. And as I'm receiving it, I want to show you there's actually 4 here. So it looks like we're going to be over receiving, which is good news for me, because hopefully I get to keep one of these. So I'm expecting to receive 3. So my system automatically knew that it's 3 I'm expecting to receive, but it was actually 4. Maybe that's their way of apologizing for throwing it or not giving me the correct items to begin with. So now I'm basically ready to post it. I'm just going to take the 4 clicking post. I'm going to add the channel here, throw this away. And now we're ready to post this order. I'm going to click yes. And just before, let me see if it asks me for the delivery note. Okay, we didn't apply delivery notes here, but now it's connecting to the ERP system. And what we're going to see as it's going to post this order is inside the ERP system, the purchase order will be updated, and the warehouse receipt will also be posted directly. And then what's going to happen is we're going to connect to this robot to make sure that it's going to move the items from my put away area, from my inbound warehouse to my put away area. So we're going to see in just a few seconds Peter handle the put away process. From there. So I see the cloud today. It's not the best weather here in Denmark, so it's a little bit slow connecting to the cloud posting this. But there we go. So now I've posted, and now in a few seconds you can see the robot is going to handle the process from here. So we're just going to follow along. We have a pretty fast robot today. I think it's trying to break a record or something. And we've added a little bit hindrance here in our hallway, and you can see how the robot will maneuver through these types of hindrances. And just in a few seconds, it's going to arrive at our put away area where Peter List is going to be handling the put away process. So these kind of robots can be really valuable if you have a lot of things in your warehouse, whether if it's from your receive to your put away, or from put away to production, wherever it may be, it can really add a lot of value. So it can even drive around the corner. And here we have the guy himself.
Hey, Nima.
Hey, sir.
Thank you. All right, well, welcome to the Tasklet Factory warehouse, where we have put up some shelves where we're going to put away the items that Nima just received in our inbound area. Just a quick introduction. So here, we don't have many shelves here, but we have some that we use to kind of do some bulk storage. So we have things in boxes that we put over here, and then we have a shelf that we use for picking. So this is typically where we take stuff out of the box and make it easy to pick ones and twos for our solution. But you can see the robot has brought me some items. I'll go into the put away module on the mobile device, and again, there are many orders in here. I'm just going to scan one of the items that have arrived, and the system helped me pick the right one because there was only one put away for that item. The lines here are sorted in bin order, so I can go and see which bin do I need to go to first. I need to go to this one, so I'm going to scan this one. Then it filters the put away lines to show exactly what I need to put in here. I can see I have some tonic water that I need to put in. I'm going to scan this one, say 2. Let's get that in here. We really like tonic water here at the old factory, and we have some of the other good stuff here. So let me scan that and put that away as well. When I'm done with what I need to do in this bin, it automatically removes that filter again, and then I can see the next thing I need to do. So I need to go to this one, scan this one. Okay, this is my quick mix that that Nima likes very much. So let's just scan that and say we're gonna put away 5 here. Get rid of those. Put them in here. Yeah, and then I'm gonna keep a few over here for myself for later. But let's just put 5 over here. Don't tell anyone. Next, some of my favorite products is really the coffee here, and we really appreciate good coffee. And I can see that my really good colleague Nima has already helped me by printing out a barcode that contains lot numbers and quantities. So from my point of view, I need to put some stuff down here, and then I can just scan my barcode and it registered everything. Normally I would have to go through, it would open up the line and it would show, put in lot number, put in quantity. This one just goes in here because Nima did all the hard work for me. And that's really a good point in spending a little bit more time in the receiving process, because every time afterwards that you need to handle that product, it'll be so much simpler. All right, the last thing I need to do is actually these Honeywell devices. So let me just scan the barcode. And so it tells me to put the product here. I can see I'm storing some sodas here instead. And I just want to show you the flexibility of this solution, because sometimes, the system will come up with a suggestion on where it's good to place the items, but sometimes the warehouse worker knows better. In this case, I'm just going to scan this bin. It's going to tell me this is not the expected one, but in this case, I know better. I'm just going to put this one up here and say okay to that, and then confirm. And then we are done, and the robot can go back and collect more items in the receiving area. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You can see we've spent the time, Nima. Took a little bit longer than we expected, but maybe just to kind of to sum up what we've seen here today. You've seen Nima go through the receiving process, where he handled a lot of kind of special cases. And sometimes, you get items from vendors and you don't have full control over them. So maybe they don't print out the right barcodes. But, as a good advice from here is spend a little bit more time in the receiving process, because it will just save every time you need to touch that product afterwards. If you print out the right barcodes, if you make sure that everything is okay, take those pictures, it just speeds up the following processes. You've also seen how a robot could help move items from the receiving area. That was quite a walk from here. It came down automatically. It'll save some time for so it's not a manual process. And these days, human resources are shortage. So the more we can get these robots to do, the better, in my opinion. If you're interested in learning more about robots, you can go into taskletrobots.com and look at some of the options that we offer there.
Thank you so much, Peter. And we just want to say thank you guys for hanging in there. Appreciate that. I hope this was inspirational for you.